Welcome to the Fresh Today Wexford Football League show. Myself, Nicky are back on the sofa again tonight. Nicky's been a while since I've been here. I think it's 2 or 3 weeks. You're looking well, aren't you?
Thanks very much, Aidan. It's been a while. Alright, since you've been around.
And it's been a busy old time in the Wexford League.
Yeah, it has, in fairness. There's been a lot of games played over the last couple of weeks, and there's plenty of games now to start coming through, a few evening games, and clubs are wanting to catch up, and it's they call it the Squeaky Bum Time, isn't it? Semi-finals, quarter-finals of cups and league run-ins. Yeah,
it's the business end of the year, I suppose. No more so for North End at the weekend, home to Drogheda Town at it.
Yeah.
In the semi-final of the Leinster Football Trophy.
Yeah, a massive game. They've had a good record in it the last couple of years, in fairness to them. And look, why wouldn't they, with the squad and the calibre of player they have down there? But massive game for them. Lucky to have home advantage. They're not travelling the whole way up to Louth. So the weather's not to be great. I think the weekend has been wet and windy. So you hope that won't be a leveller, and hopefully the lads.
I think if everyone back fit. I think Gary Lady's been back. He missed it a while. I think he's back now as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Look, they do look strong. I suppose their squad looked a little bit thin maybe at the very start of the season, but look, they have plenty of numbers there, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they go.
I think with the 4 teams left, they are the favourites for it. I suppose that's probably more so their history in it towards the other 3. But I think when they have, look, we know him inside out, when they have that best, when he have his full squad to pick from and he puts his best 11 out, whatever Gary thinks that is, you would fancy him, wouldn't you, for Sunday?
You would.
Especially with the juice up at the home advantage.
Yeah, look at the 2 Leinster representatives. For me, Reece Murphy probably should definitely be in that Irish squad as well, you know, and they've really good players dotted all over the park. Kieran Page looks like he's back to his best after being out for such a long time with an injury. It's kind of took him a little while to get back. Owen Rhodes is scoring plenty of goals this year. Probably one of the best players in the league this year, I think. And look at they have threats everywhere, set pieces and open play, so they definitely be favourites. Yeah,
the interesting one for me the last couple of, I've noticed on the app there, the last couple of games, Shane Dempsey seems to have gone back in right back. He scored there from there at the weekend, I believe. That's an interesting one.
But sure, look at we both. Well, for me, I've said it a number of years, when from 17 to 23 you're only learning the game. From 23 to 31, 32 you're in your prime, and Shane has gone past the 32, so a lad that should be able to play anywhere in the park. But the right back position suits Shane. Everything's in front of him, and we both know he's a wonderful passer of the ball. And the way teams play nowadays, a lot of them drop off. So like, why wouldn't you put Shane in that? I know it's a full back position, but that kind of quarterback position where he can ping a pass 60-70 yards or knock one down the line, simple. So why wouldn't he? And I'm sure he'll enjoy it there. Yeah.
And then look, Owen Rhodes, Paul Murphy, we know the threat they have. Owen, 7 goals in the competition already this season, so he'll be the big threat. I suppose if you 2 of us have had to come up against the 2 of them before, if you were Drogheda manager, which one would you be eyeing up to look after?
I'd be hoping, sure, look at you have to eye up the 2 of them. You'd be a fool if you thought Owen was a one-trick pony, because he's well able to play with the ball at his feet. He's well able to bring players into the game, and with the pace that they have on the wings, it suits him. Paul has the intelligence to play. I'll be honest with you, when I was managing against North End, I used to be happier when I seen Paul dropping out into midfield and going looking for the ball and things like that. He'd still hurt you, but I used to be happier. He's probably not as much of a goal scoring threat now as he was a few years ago. He's kind of sitting in, pulling the strings and moving the ball. But look, 2 fabulous players, and look at, I'm glad it's Drogheda's manager has a headache trying to stop him than myself.
Yeah, no, look, we wish him all the best. It's 2 o'clock, is it?
2 o'clock Sunday, yeah.
That'll be referees from a different county too, won't it?
Yeah, outside referees, outside officials, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have a quick look back at the FAI last weekend. I know not many Wexford teams entered it.
Well, you say not many. I just looked at the draw in the next round there the other day.
We'll go through the results for you. You have the draw there, do you?
No. I'll get it.
So on the Carlow Kilkenny Wexford one was New Oak bet St Anthony's. You'd expect that. Ford comfortable win against New Park 3-0. North End Callan 5-0 you'd expected. Mine against St Feek is 4-1. That wasn't as easy as the scoreline tells. It was extra time to get there. Evergreen 5-0 against Arklow Town. And Crossabeg, surprised with this one for me that St. Pat's were on top of the Carlow Premier Division, gave Crossabeg a walkover. Galway Rangers beating Cortown 6-0, and then Fort Rangers beating Crettyard. Maybe that was a bit surprising. I think Crettyard was struggling up there. Is this the last round of this then? It's after this draw that you call out here now, if you have it.
I'm trying to find it now.
It'll be gone.
I did have it there, so, but I can't find it now, to be honest with you, Aidan. But
come back. We know the mine got gory, that's all.
Yeah, mine got gory,
not
in Evergreen. But out of the 8 teams, there's 5 from Wexford. So like it just goes to show how strong the Wexford Premier League.
Yeah, I think it's 2 rounds short, I think, than usual, I think. Isn't it?
Yeah. So, but I look at there's a couple of big games there all due to be played the 12th of April.
We'll get through quick, ain't it?
I think the first 3 rounds of the FAI this year are going to be ran off pretty quick, and then it goes to allow the season to finish, and then it restarts either June or July, I think.
In the All-Ireland
series,
so.
Yeah. So that's that, yeah.
So look, it's been 2 weeks since we looked at the Premier. It's I suppose we'll have to hold our hands up. We both had Bunclody gone playing Division 1 football next year, but with 2 wins in their last 2 games, it looks like they could pull off a miracle.
Yeah, look what we did. In fairness to the lads, they're getting a bit of a kick out of them. They still have they're 2 points behind Cortown a game in hand. But look, they've given themselves a massive fighting chance. Yeah,
think Cora gone.
Yeah, well, should have to after losing to Bunclody last week. Now they have Crossabeg, I think, and Cortown to play, but I think they have maybe North End and Fort Celtic as well in their run-in. So obviously Fort Celtic, North End are going to be really pushing for a league title. Could they pick up points against Crossabeg? Who knows what way Crossabeg are, whether it's a week before a cup game or whatever. But like they're close. Look, I do think that I still think Bunclody and Cork are gone, but
I was feeling Bunclody might stay out, and I know I wrote them off as well. It's just the fact them last 2 games are massive. That Ferns one is a bit of a derby for the 2 of them to pull that one, and then again Cora, a massive one. It was away to Cora too to get that 1-0 win. I just think they might.
I know, massive, and look at momentum, and they're going into a big game now this weekend against Shamrock Rovers. So like that'll be, if they can get anything out of that, which they're capable. They've been a bogey team for Rovers for a number of years. They took points off them over the last couple of years.
Under new management, Tucker and Derek, I think, are that?
Well, Tucker is in, but Derek is only helping out a little bit. He was the manager. He was.
Had a cracking win the other night. I believe they were outstanding against Crossabeg 5-1.
Yeah, in fairness, it was played up on the Astro Tuesday evening, and they were excellent. Hopper Kenny, after only coming back from Irish international duty,
Jeremy, I was talking the other day.
Fair play to Hopper, he was brilliant over there, but he done really, really well. Ricky Fox was very, very good as well. Alan O'Connor played really well for Rovers. But overall, they worked the ball very, very well. 2 boys up front, Rafi and Dapo, were excellent as well, and they ran into a 4-0 lead, and they really punished Crossabeg for a slow start, and sure, once they got up to that, there was never a change in result. But I give Crossabeg a lot of credit. They were missing a few, and they were, I'd say, competitive right till the very end. They kept on working hard. They kept on trying to get themselves into the game, because sometimes them games run out of steam, and there's nothing to look at with the last half an hour. But in fairness to Crossabeg, they kept it lively. I
suppose probably be disappointed over the last 2 games, losing 4-2 to mine, 5-1 to the 9 goals they've shifted. They're probably looking at the cup, in fairness to them, because they've not to play for in the league, but we both know you can't turn on and off form, and they'll have a tricky one this week again. Joseph's, you'd imagine they'll come through it, but I suppose there might be a little bit concerned on the coach and staff there that 9 goals in their last 2 games.
Look at it, and Joseph's are one of them sticky teams. They can be very hot or cold. They'll be looking at Crossabeg saying, look, there's not a massive gap between us. I know it's a Division 1 versus a Premier team, but there's only maybe 5 or 6 positions separating them, so you would be thinking there's not a massive gap in ability, so they'll be looking at going up there and causing a small bit of an upset. Yeah,
we'll just quick look at the table. Gorey, 5 games left, 37 points. Fort, 6 games left, 36 points. North End, 6 games left, 34 points. Rovers, probably out of it, but still at the same time, 5 points behind Gorey, same amount of games left. They'll still have their part to play in it.
They'll have a massive part to play in it because they have Gorey, North End and Fort Celtic still to play in that.
Win those 3, you definitely can't rule them out then.
So no, look at if they were to go and win all of them, they'll definitely put themselves in a position. But look, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to win each one of them and pick up. It's a massive 5 games, but they can still do it.
And then the next 3 teams, mine 3 games left 25, Fern's 3 games left 22, Crossbeg 4 games 21. 3 of them are safe, not going anywhere. And then it's 2 from 4 the next. You'd imagine Bows will have enough to stay there. They've 3 left. Big game this weekend. The mine, they got a mine beat them heavily a couple of weeks ago on the FAI. They have 3 games left, 13 points. Coretown 4 games left, 11. Bunclody 3 games, 9. Cora 4 games, 7. So if any of the 4 of those teams could get, maybe not Cora, I think Cora probably need 3 wins, but any of the other 3 get 2 wins, you could see them safe. Yeah, definitely. I'll be honest with you, I've been a small bit disappointed with Bows since Christmas because they made a couple of really, really good signings. I haven't seen them now, but I thought they haven't clicked from, have they?
No, I thought that they would have with the couple of lads that signed, they would have picked up a couple of more points. So I'm surprised. I genuinely thought it was going to be left with kind of Coretown, Bunclody and Cork, the 3 clubs fighting it out. Bows have kind of surprised me that they're still in and around it. I've seen Coretown play a couple of times. I was really impressed with them today. I seen them up on the Astro in Enniscorthy. I thought they were really good. I seen them another day playing against Shamrock Rovers, and I thought they were very, very good. But Gorey kicked the absolute shite out of them the last couple of fixtures, and it doesn't look good for them if you're getting bet such heavy beatings in a derby game. You know, like for me, that kind of looks like a club that's maybe not showing a whole lot of heart or whatever. But I kind of fear for them a small bit maybe in the league over the next couple of weeks. They need to pick up a big win because they seem to be shipping goals. So it'll be interesting to see. I suppose Bunclody, Bows and Coretown are definitely going to be looking over the shoulder because Bunclody were dead and buried a couple of weeks ago, and now they have something to cling on to. And when, as we said, momentum can swing both ways. Momentum losing is just as bad as momentum winning. So
it's a big week for Bows and Bunclody with the others not playing the league, because I know if the 2 of them play the game, they only have 2 games left, but it'll put the pressure on. It'll get Bunclody out of it, won't it? Out of Bunclody were to pick up 3 points, it'll get them ahead of Coretown, and Bows get the 3 points. You could say 1 win probably does Bows, in fairness.
1 win possibly. 1 win for any of them could possibly do it. Do you know? So Bunclody probably need 2 wins and Cork need 3. But that 1 win for Coretown or Bows could possibly keep.
If the 2 of them were to win this week, it would put the pressure on
massively.
And Coretown, especially Coretown.
Yeah, massive.
I will have a look. The Wexford Cup. Big games in it this week. North End second team. Division 1 team against Simon's out of Division 4. North End handy there.
You would be thinking, but Timon are going quite well. They're up around the top of that, and they'll have a free shot at it. So, but you would expect North End to win that. Yeah,
Draw's been very kind to Fort Celtic so far. Roster Strand out of Division 5A, so top division again, the bottom division. I expect nothing but a handy win there for Fort.
Yeah, you would be expecting it. Yeah, you'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Crossabeg, St. Joseph's probably the
sticky one. I think from what I seen the other evening, I think that one could go all the way. It could definitely go to extra time. Now maybe Joe has something up his sleeve. I don't know about you, Aidan, but I thought like these are the sticky ones when you're a manager. If you draw another Premier team, you know what they're like, you know what you're expecting. Division 1 team can kind of catch you.
They can, but Joseph took some hefty beatings in Division 1 this year from the better teams in it, from the likes of Ross and all. And
yeah, but just you might have to eye on this one.
In Crossabeg, if they have 90% of the best team out, I just think they'll have too much. I know it's probably the only one looking at. We'll go down through them all, and we've Galway Rangers from Shelburne. If that was fixture was the other way around, Shelburne were home, I'd say maybe, but I'd expect Galway to win it handy enough. Leonard's out of Division 3 again. Ferns in the Premier. Expect Ferns, but it's the way Leonard's
Look, Leonards have shown a bit of a revival over this season, because they were kind of a club that looked like they were just tumbling down. So they're finding a level. They might be on their way back, but it's a big game. Lovely facilities down there, so they'll give Ferns a game, but you will be thinking Ferns will be a bit too strong.
Yeah. Rathnure against Rosslare. It's the last game in the cup this weekend. On form, you have to go Rosslare. Rathnure have been struggling in Division 1. Another heavy defeat there the weekend, I think.
Yeah, you would be thinking Rosslare would get over that, and they could even swap positions in the league this year. If results keep going the way they're going, Rathnure could drop down to Division 2, and Rosslare could be back into Division 1. But you probably would just slightly. I wouldn't rule out Rathnure either, but you probably would just you'd edge for.
Then there's 2 games. Then the following Sunday, Courtown are playing Shamrocks. It's Courtown being a bit of a bogey team in your time, maybe for Shamrocks in the leagues and things, but you'd still expect form-wise, and Courtown will be concentrating, I suppose, on the league. Maybe I know it's a chance for them.
Yeah, look, well, both teams are probably concentrating a little bit on the league. Different things. Rovers are hoping that they're going to be still in for a shout with a title challenge. They'll have, obviously, they've Bunclody this weekend, Rovers, and Courtown the week after. So they're going to have the big 3 in the next couple of weeks after that. So it's a massive game for both clubs, because if Courtown get a win over Shamrock Rovers, that could lead into a big game in the league for them, which could possibly give them that advantage of keeping up or staying up. If they were to take a bit of a trimming off of Rovers or even get beaten, then it's another kind of nail in the coffin. So it's a big game for both clubs on that Sunday.
And then fairness have to hand it to Gary. North End, I see North End are down to play All Blacks Wednesday week. In the Enniscorthy Astro, it's nearly their second home at this stage this year at home. In fairness to them, they'll love it up there. But again, like, they're going to be Leinster semi-final Sunday, then All Blacks the Wednesday, and then, as you said, they've Evergreen in the FAI, which is massive
under 12
for them. You know, they don't have to play that game midweek, I presume, because they're not that far behind. They've only 5 league games left.
No, they possibly don't. But look, they don't want to things back up. They're going to be hopefully planning I'm sure in Gary's thought he's looking at a Wexford Cup final, Premier League title, and a Leinster Junior Cup, and then making sure they get into the All-Ireland section of it. That's all big clubs do be thinking that way. Yeah. The games are just going to come thick and fast at them, and it'll be probably an opportunity for him to throw in 1 or 2 lads that maybe haven't played in the Leinster Junior Cup. Not going to maybe start against Evergreen, and like the week after they're possibly going to be playing either Shamrock Rovers of Fort Celtic or a Gorey the weekend in the 19th, because I think once you get into May, it's an FAI and a Leinster Junior Cup and the Cup finals, you know, so the weekends are running out for North End to be playing be playing Premier games, so yeah.
And just before I finish up, I have to mention All Blacks. I was down there 2 weeks ago. Darcy was playing with mine girls down there Saturday afternoon. Sun was shining, in fairness, but I hadn't been in that ground for, I'd say, since I was over in mine youths. 10 years ago,
nearly 30 or 40 now.
I walked in, I got out of the car, and I just went, wow. 2 pitches. I'm sure Trevor was only at the cutting them. The cut marks were in the grass. The place was immaculate. There wasn't a thing out of place. The fencing and dugouts around the place, the dressing room, the Astro. I just thought it was just a proper football ground. Just credit to everyone down there to have a state-of-the-art shop in it as well. It's just picnic tables out on the side. It's just I was actually blown away by it, and I have to say, to everyone in a small village. I was just thinking, for the players in the club, they should be just really appreciate what they have down there, and I hope they all get behind the committee down there, because it's one I'd go as far as saying, probably be shot by a lot of the bigger clubs, but I think it's the best facility I have in Wexford. Just the whole look of it, everything just looks,
the aesthetic.
The 2 pitches fit well together, the Astros at the side, everything, the whole lot. The only thing they're missing is the
team
drive. No, the driveway had to be tired. Is the only thing that's out of place, but everything else is just immaculate. I suppose, look, they are lucky to have great man Trevor Rankin. He's looking at for every ground in the county, and that's his own one. But the place was just, I have to hands out to him. The place was just.
No, I was down there. I haven't been down there now in a year, but I was down there last season, and it's a fabulous facility. Look at they've done obviously the committee and Trevor and all of these guys. I'm sure there's more than him down there that is pushing it, because you can't have a facility like that with just one person.
No,
so,
look,
like it's
to think outside the box, and I know because I'm on the leader. I know said I think Fastnet got money on the leader there lately as well, but not many clubs getting it. They got money for a walk and track and do something with the restaurant leader, so to do go get the funding. So I know the work that takes. So honestly, I was just blown away by it. I know the sun was shining as well, and it's the first time we had sun in about since Christmas.
4 years.
Yeah.
But no, look at most clubs are definitely trying to go the right way. We've a long way to catch up on, say, a lot of the GA facilities and things like that. And like the more pressure we put on our local TDs, that right, Aidan, to get funding for us, but that comes with clubs have to get it in place and get stuff there. So there is money available, but you need committees to drive it, and like we've a long way to go. But you can see with Ross Celtic's thing, you can see with All Blacks, you can see with Enniscorthy United looking for new dressing rooms and gym facilities, and they have a new
Campile with the floodlight on the pitch.
Campile, Coretown. There's definitely progression there. I think even my own club are looking at now maybe putting in for floodlights and tarmac in the car parking and all that kind of stuff. So there is massive progression there. It's just it's very, very hard. You're waiting on volunteers, but at least once it's built, it's there for everybody then.
Right, thanks Nicky, and all the best. I suppose the big game at the weekend is North End to Drogheda. So anyone's around, go down and support them, and it'd be great to see a Wexford team in a Leinster final. Thanks everyone.
Cheers, Aidan.